Welcome, everybody. John Zager. How is everyone? Let's see. I want to do a little podcast, kind of a short little podcast today, and wanted to do it just on the continuation, talking about our belief systems, and I don't know. I guess how we get things to manifest a little bit better and that kind of thing. We've been working on that for the past few days. And I thought we would just touch on it again today and work on that. So we're going along, and we've got our program we all understand. And we're diligent. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're meditating, doing our meditations a couple times a day. And again, it's like the meditations. I guess we need to talk about that just for a second. But the meditations we want to do in the morning, anytime between 4 and 5. The serotonin seems to kick in quite a bit, and that's a good time to get into the subconscious, right? Everything that we're trying to change is in the subconscious, and we have to know when that window of opportunity opens up. And between 4 and 5 in the morning is a good time for you to do your meditations. It doesn't have to be a long meditation. It doesn't have to be one that's already prepared. It can be a meditation where you're you're just spending, got a bee that came in here, I had to shoo it back out. You're concerned about your intentions and manifesting. For instance, let's say you have some health issues or whatever the case might be, and you're trying to do some self-healing, right? Good. Well, when you're doing your meditation, it doesn't have to be this long, lengthy hour and 15 hour and 30-minute type meditation that's already, I don't know, pre-advertised. This bee just kind of wants to come in here, I guess. And it can be just you trying to, and here's what you need to do. You need to person, place, and time. You need to somehow remove yourself from who you are, so you're no one. Eliminate your environment. You're in no place, and you have no time. No reference to time. People, and you listen to Dr. Joe talk about this, and he's very good about doing his research, and he's come to the conclusion that people can do that in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, a couple of minutes, whatever it happens to be. And all you're doing is you're changing your energy, and you're going into a different I wish this bee would go away, a different energy. And my apologies, everybody. This is really aggravating. I'm in my truck, of course, where I normally go. And we have some issues with bees right now. I must have parked in the wrong spot. So anyway, person, place, and time. You're getting rid of, who you are and the environment that you're in and your conception of time. Time is just a linear thing that was made up by man. That's Newtonian. When you're able to get to that state, and a lot of people can get there a lot faster than other people, right? Which is what I just talked about. And if you're able to do that, you're actually going into the unified field. That's the idea behind it, to where all of the possibilities that exist are there. All of the energy from all over the universe of all living things is there. So the objective of your meditation is to get over the analytic self, go from your conscious self over the analytic self into your subconscious, right, part of the brain. And there you get rid of person, place, and time. And now you're in the unified field, right? This is all making really good sense, people. And now you're at the energy where all the possibilities exist. And that's where you can go ahead and work on your intentions. You know, changing old belief systems that were very limiting and changing them to belief systems that accommodate your needs and wants today and wishes and desires. Okay? So if you're trying to work through or self-heal some disease, possibly some illness, some sickness, something that's going wrong with you emotionally, that's the time. Once you get to that unified field, that you can work on it because you're then in the operating system. I just think it's important to take a look at what we do when we meditate, and are we meditating correctly? And are we doing the right thing? Are our expectations greater than what we're actually doing? So if you're following pre-written meditation on the internet that somebody else has done for you and you're just listening to it, I'm not sure, and it might be very, very beneficial, but I'm not sure that it's as beneficial as doing what I just talked about, where you alone are controlling what you're doing in your meditation. And the bees come inside after me now. I guess he isn't liking what I'm doing. So, working on that meditation. Now, what you can do is you can work on certain aspects of that other than the times that you're doing your meditation. Let's say you want to work on self-healing a certain illness that you have, and you're going to do that, of course, when the serotonin's kicking in, maybe between 4 and 5 in the morning, and you want to do it in the evening, when you're able to access your subconscious. And that might be, later on in the evening, not early evening, but later on in the evening, when the melatonin now is kicking in, which is the drug, that we manufacture in our bodies that put us to sleep. And what it does is actually access the subconscious. So in between that time, you can practice. You can practice not being who you are, that's person. I'm John, I'm this age, I'm this height, I weigh this much, I wear these kind of clothes. Things that identify you. You can work on changing that throughout the day, just as you're going about your daily business and whatnot. And then your environment, you can change that all the time. So as you're going about your daily business throughout the day, you can start to think in terms of, I'm really not at this gas station, at this corner, filling up gas, but, I'm sort of in a really good place in space, and everything seems very content and very easy and very peaceful, and there's no stress in my life. Just take the obvious that you're in front of, the Newtonian model of, matter, and just alter it to where it becomes a very peaceful, calming place that you happen to be. That's the environment that you're trying to change. All you're trying to do is just eliminate the stress. You're trying not to focus on, I'm hanging on to this steering wheel in this gas station and there's people all around me and it's not very good. Change the story. In psychology, when people used to come in and see me on an hourly basis and that kind of thing, they had all these confusing thoughts going on about their past. And the thing I used to come up with was just change your story. If you came from a terrible, terrible background, upbringing, change the story to you came from a wonderful background, upbringing. It doesn't matter, you guys. It doesn't matter. All you're trying to do is access your subconscious so that you can change the information in there, the behaviors, the perceptions, so that you go on and self-heal. Time. Time is the kind of thing where, we're always looking at our watches. What time is it? How long do we have to get from here to there? What are we going to do when we get there? Are we supposed to be there? How long are we going to be there for? Things like that. Throughout your day, practice. Time is not important. It's like this. I'm doing this YouTube video, sort of, I'm doing other work. I was just over here across the street meeting with some people there for another business-related thing. And I just thought, well, this is a great opportunity for me to jump in, do my little YouTube. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't matter how long I take on this. I guess I'm at 11 minutes, 39 seconds. Who cares? I'll finish when I finish. It's not going to be a long YouTube video. So practice all that kind of stuff before you get to doing your meditation. Make sure you do the work. The people that don't get the things manifested don't do the work. That's kind of the long and the short of the whole thing. Practice your meditation in parts and pieces prior to actually doing it, and don't always rely on, sometimes you go to the internet and you hear the funniest things, some of these newbies, in these groups on the internet regarding self-healing, they'll ask questions like, which meditation should I do that will eliminate psoriasis? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. Pick one out and try it, Or they'll say, and I'm just making up examples, you guys, they'll say, which meditation am I supposed to do to stop drinking and not be an alcoholic? I don't know. Go to some program somewhere, go to a 30, 45-day program and get started, blah, blah, blah. It isn't a meditation that is already written and prepared for you that's going to work. The meditations that are going to work are the ones that I'm talking about today, where you're specifically designing it. And they work for anything. They work for anything. Get the idea, you guys? Okay, so marketing, advertising. I'm self-supporting, obviously. I don't have any other jobs. I don't produce any money other than this. I'm retired from clinical psychology, and I do neuroscience research, and I do consultation and coaching. I do consultation for small businesses just to get them past their belief systems that's screwing up their progress and growth and blocks. And I also do coaching in terms for individual people in changing and reprogramming their belief systems and the blocks they have in their life and that sort of thing. Real simple. Send some money. I could ask, it helps me. I don't have another means of getting support. So send some money, if you would, penny, nickel, dimes, quarters, dollars, I don't care, to my PayPal account, which is jzegar@gmail.com. jzegar@gmail.com. That would sure be appreciated, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you. The other thing you can do is go onto my website, which is johnzegar.com, johnzegar.com. And if you want to leave some comments, you can. You can also send me an email. I just gave you my email address, and you can send comments or whatever to that. I'm happy to talk to you however you want. You can call me. My number is accessible all over the internet, and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. You can easily find a phone number. And call me if you want. Text me if you want. It doesn't matter. I'm excited to talk to you. I'm looking forward to I have an opening actually for another individual, and I have an opening for one more small business. I'm not real expensive, the people in New York City that have .com consulting firms probably are a bit more than me. But as far as getting the job done, I'll get the job done as well as anybody else will. And in coaching, I'm excellent. So I look forward to working with you at the earliest possible convenience. Thank you. I appreciate that. So God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.